Howdy, it's Tom. It's a bitter but beautiful December day out here at Roxbury Park. It just finished raining like a son of a gun all day and all yesterday. But I've got a quick little video to show you guys about an interesting species of beetle, one that has an interesting method of obtaining larval habitat. And as I walk, I want you to note these about 2-foot long hickory twigs that are just lying on the ground that still have the leaves attached. All those little dark clumps of leaves you see are hickory twigs. And these twigs are the work of the oak twig girdler. If my camera will focus. Whose preferred larval habitat in this area is hickory twigs. And the camera's not going to focus because it's an asshole. But as you'll note with the base of these twigs, it looks like it's been cut the whole way around, as if with a saw, and then broken off in the middle. And you'll also note these striations and then a hole below each node on the twig. And it's like that the whole way up the branch. Whoop. And this is all the work of the female hickory twig girdler. Her larval strategy, well, the strategy that the species employs in order to obtain larval food is they find a hickory twig and then they land all the way at the tip of the branch, and as they come down they bore a little hole and lay an egg inside of each node of the hickory twig, and that gives each larvae the distance from one node to the other node to feed. And they do this, and they lay about 2 to 5 eggs down one twig until they get to a point where it, for whatever reason, they determine that it's the right size. It's a particular width around. And then they girdle the twig. They chew a line about 1/4 to 1/3 of the way through the twig, the whole way around, as if you just took a knife and just ran it around the whole width of the branch. And then they leave it. And then as the branch senesces and starts to die, eventually a windstorm will come around and snap this twig off, and it'll fall to the ground. Like this one. And like all of these over there. And over there. And that's how the oak twig girdler provides food for its young. And this guarantees that their young are going to have an ample food supply because they're getting it straight from the tree. And by removing it from the branches, it allows it to fall down here in the leaf litter over winter and get mixed in with, well, the litter and the humus on the forest floor, which keeps the larvae warmer and prevents them from freezing up there in the air or drying out. So it keeps them moist and warm, relatively. Here on the flip side, we have another pignut hickory twig, and up here we have the branch it came off of. Actually, hold on a minute. As you can see, and I'm not just completely full of shit, but let me get this focus dialed in. Here's one where it's still attached to the twig and the camera still won't focus on it. Apologies, I'm using my phone instead of my point and shoot. I don't know how well that shows up, but there it is, still attached to the branch. And if I just give it a little twist and a yoink, there it is. That's a fresh one too, even though that's a dead branch. Okay, there's some more over here. And here's one that's still just laying in the tree. There's one that's cut. don't think these are cut, but here's one that's cut that's still attached too. Yeah, as you can see, I'm about maybe a half mile from where I was before, and we got a lot of hickories, and we have even more oak twig girdlers, and they're just out here tearing up our hickories. All right, Tom out.